All right, guys. So now I've got my co-pilot with me. So, Jerica, what's going on? Welcome back,
Hello.
Jerica.
I know, right? It's been a while since I've been on here.
Yeah. So
Um,
let's talk about it. How was your winter break?
My winter break was the beginning of it was like work, 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 but then towards the end was a lot of fun. I took a trip to Tulum, Mexico, and yeah, with my friends for my birthday. It was really fun. And then I went home to LA and I did not want to come back, y'all. It just felt good to be at home.
Wait, so LA, where in LA? Because LA is huge.
LA is huge. But I live in Riverside, but I
Okay.
went down to like Crankshaw and stuff like that, Inglewood, because that's where like my main like aunts and
Nice.
stuff were at. So I was down there that whole duration of being out there for 4 days.
Okay, cool. So I know that there's amazing places to eat in LA. So what is your go-to spot when you're in your neck of the woods?
I'm gonna be biased. Like I'm Jamaican, so if you
Oh,
ever
there you
go to
go.
Crankshaw, hit up Wagwan restaurant, cause that's my aunt restaurant. So I gotta put them on the block. Put them on the block.
That's a good shout out. I like that.
Mhm.
Right on. Yeah, that's cool. So I know I forgot that you're part Jamaican, and so
Mhm.
that means that our flags are pretty much the same colors. You got the green
Yep.
and the yellow. I love
Yeah.
it.
Very much is.
Nice.
We're all for the culture and all for the fun, the music, the food, the vibe. We just love the good energy.
That's cool. I mean, so you said it was just you didn't want to get back, and it was fun to see family. Did you see? So when you went to, you said you went to Tulum.
Hmm.
I haven't been to Tulum,
Hmm.
but we've been to Puerto Morelos before, which is
Oh.
basically like right outside Cancun.
Yeah, it is right outside.
And so it's really gorgeous there. So what's Tulum like compared to that?
Tulum is very foresty.
Okay.
A lot of mosquitoes. Like my legs are bitten up. Like me and my friend's legs were bitten up. Like my friend kind of got it worse because her started to like bubble. Like it was bad.
Yep.
The people are pretty good. They love them some colored people because they kept calling me brown sugar, brown sugar.
That's great.
So it's like, ooh, y'all love me. But good food. Really, it's really like a chill area. Like just enjoy the beach and like relax. So it was really good. It was very humid, like
Yeah.
really, really hot. Like we had to take showers 3 times. Like you go get brunch, take a shower. Go activity, take a shower. After going out, take a shower. Like it was very humid.
Yeah, that's the one thing you feel like that is different
Yes.
because I've had humidity in the States, but I'm just like, no, this humidity is a little different.
It's a little different. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you feel very dirty even just walking outside, like just to go get brunch because you're sweating. You're like, yeah. It was
But
bad.
the mosquito thing for sure. So it was literally I counted when I went, and it was on one leg it was 32, the other leg was 30.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
didn't count mines, but yeah, mine
Yeah.
is like I was surprised in the places we're in a bathing suit too. You get it, like, yeah, and I was like, what the? Yeah.
I don't know. It's something about like I don't know our scent. So people's sweat I guess has a different scent or whatever, and the mosquitoes are just crazy about it. I joke with my wife. I'm like, no, I think it's because I like sweets, and so we were having too many sweets or whatever, and the sweet drinks that they give us, and I'm just like, that's why, because I had like more of those than you, and the mosquitoes are coming after me because.
But the thing is, you didn't even notice until like later on in the trip you realized you got mosquito bites because we didn't even notice that we had mosquito bites. Like,
Okay.
Until like 3 days later, we see like bubbles forming on us and we're scratching. We're like, oh my god, like we have mosquito bites.
They're itchy as heck too.
Yeah.
Like I had gotten bit by mosquitoes before, or whatever. But growing up in the Bay Area, like you don't really have to worry about that
Yeah,
anymore.
you don't.
It was when I was little, but so then I was like, man, this is weird. I can't believe this. And so, but I did actually feel it. So there was one night that we were out, and I was wearing shorts because, like you said, it's like super hot.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what is that? And they're just kind of like getting at you. And I'd be like slapping my legs. And my wife's like, what the heck? Because she wasn't getting any of them. They were just coming all to me. And so, she's like, oh, God, get over it. It's
No,
what's going on?
yeah, that's over at the beach too. We're like, I was slapping my legs, like, oh my God, I'm getting fired up. I want to go home.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But later on, when she saw what happened the next day, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you weren't kidding." She didn't realize it because they weren't coming to her. That's why she's like, "Oh, what's going on with you? I'm fine." But then she realized, she's like, "Oh my gosh, what did they do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I counted 32 on this side and 30 on the other leg."
Yeah, I didn't count, but yeah, it was bad. But it was fun. Like,
That's cool.
I recommend everyone to, like, at least travel to Tulum. Like, really good people, and they're really sweet. The food is amazing.
Yeah.
And the beach are pretty. The waters are so clear, so I enjoyed myself.
Nice.
And yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, that sounds so eventful. I mean, I was in full dad mode, so it wasn't none of that. Yeah, we're staying home, just staying local, and but that was fun too. I mean, it was our daughter's first Christmas. Yeah,
that's your daughter's first Christmas.
First Christmas.
That's so
yeah,
cute.
I know. Our birthday's coming up too, so it's 2 weeks. Yeah, I know.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
It's on Super Bowl Sunday.
What are you gonna do?
That's what everyone keeps asking me because they know I'm a diehard Niner fan. So
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Well, the good news is, I guess there is some good news to all this. So, there's always good news 'cause it's her birthday. Like that's honestly, and I love the game, but like it's my daughter.
Yeah.
But the good news is that we're probably gonna end the party a little early because she usually naps in the afternoon.
Makes sense.
And the game starts at 3:30. See, you gotta have a plan, everybody.
So you have a plan. That's a good plan. See, I like that.
So she'll probably be out at that time, and I'll have the TV on. It won't be loud, all right? We're not watching the halftime show like we usually do. We're just blasting it, the commercials or whatever. But I'll be fine.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it should be so fun. The eats will be amazing, though.
Oh yeah.
Because we're getting some Brazilian eats, and we're just getting Brazilian sweets.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's
For the culture. I like
the culture,
it.
always.
I like it.
Probably some Polish will be in there. There's also be some Polish, Brazilian cuisine, and then really anything
like
and
that.
everything in between, right? Like we could literally just have like some what is it? Pigs in a blanket. Probably we'll do some of that kind of stuff. So just all like finger food, all of it. I mean, it's a kid's first birthday.
I know,
so.
but I like it that you're incorporating y'all culture in it because
Yeah.
then she can understand your culture growing up as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And she'll love the thing that I'm gonna get. They're actually these like, these kind of like fried little like there's like chicken and potatoes inside. On the outside, it's fried.
That sounds good.
And so yeah, it's called coxinhas. Yeah.
Well, please bring it to the office so I can try, please, because it sounds
I will
good.
bring. I know I haven't brought any Brazilian stuff to the office, so I have to start doing that for sure.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's and so she loves. I don't know. She loves like chicken soup and all this kind of stuff. So she's gonna go crazy about it. And we're not really feeding our daughter like really much sugar at this point. So the cake is more for just fun and pictures for the adults, I guess. But for the coxinhas, oh, she's gonna go crazy.
She's gonna love it.
She's gonna absolutely So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm just like I was saying in the first segment, I'm just excited to be back. The strike was literally one day, and I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God.
I'm not gonna hold you guys. When I was at home and I saw the email, and I was in LA. I saw the email.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I could just stay here for another week. And it's so funny because literally the same day as I'm stay out here, the next morning you got the email like, oh, it's
Yeah.
over. So I was like, oh God, I gotta drive back to the Bay. And I literally got in my car and drove back to the Bay, and I'm like, man, I was excited. I'm not gonna.
I hear you. But
know.
just for the students being able to be back and everything, like I was just like, gosh, because I think there's obviously there was something that was needed by
That's
the
true.
by the CFA, and so I respected that. But at the same time, I was like, oh my God, my students, So there's like this, you're kind of in the middle of this situation, and so I was like, I really, as long as it doesn't last very long. Because I was just like, I want to get the semester going right.
Yeah.
I know some of my students that maybe struggled in the fall are coming back and like, hey, I need a rebound. And
Yeah,
I was just like,
that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah, when the strike happened, I was like, well, at least staffs are holding their ground because it is unfair what's going on for them. So I was
Sure.
like, I'm happy they're holding their ground, but
Yeah.
but I mean you're right because if it had lasted longer, we wouldn't have jumped back into the semester of let's go. We'd have jumped back sluggish
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy it kind of is over as well, but then kind of sad because did they get what they deserve? Did staff get what they deserve?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know that they got close, but I don't think it was exactly
what they wanted.
But at the same time, I think the compromise is just sometimes is really a big victory when there was like nothing on the table before. And so when you're at a stalemate and then they come back and they give you, something significant, and it wasn't, it's just so some, and not the students might not be that interested in this, but in case you might be interested in maybe some of our students that have kids, it is relevant for us as staff, and it could eventually be good to just in general for the campus so students can take advantage. So some of the terms were, for example, like parental leave, so having longer leave, like having extra couple weeks, so which they got that,
That's
good. So that's really good. I mean, as someone who went on leave because, my wife had a baby and like it was, it just a couple extra weeks with your baby, like that's awesome. I would have loved that.
Yeah, especially a newborn, like just can't even adore it.
Yeah, and like feeding rooms and stuff, for babies and stuff for new moms, like things like that. Like access to that stuff is super important, and the campus provides it. But just the idea of like being able to have that more and have more accessibility, I think is fantastic. So
that is fantastic.
Yeah, so let's keep building on that because I know our union would like to take advantage of those kind of things too, as staff, right? And then for our students, like because one thing I think the students maybe don't know is that whenever these things happen, whether if it's just faculty on strike or staff on strike, it does also affect kind of how things are going on campus for students. And it can, because remember it's like you're always trying to set precedents for, in that situation, this happened. So if the students ever needed to advocate for things, and we always try to advocate with you guys, like it's a lot easier when things like this happen, right? And then it works out, and there's at least an agreement. And so that's just another thing that maybe students aren't really aware of is like, hey, this is for your rights too. It's in some strange way, even though there's students don't have a union to represent them, we're kind of representing you guys in a way. Yeah. As educators, as counselors, like we're here to always advocate for our students too. And so, and student rights. And so, yeah, it was at the end of the day, I'm really happy. I'm excited because I want the semester to see now, like you said, now we can set everything up. Like now there's going to be events. Like you said, we've got cultural events, we've got diversity events, and we're going to try to promote that a lot. So, we have Black History Month coming up.
And the first event's kicking off is the London Brunch on Thursday at 10:30 a.m.
Yep.
And come wearing your brown.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely. Always, always a great time. We have phenomenal staff that love to share. We share food. We share stories. We share experiences. And so it's always a really good time. So, see if you guys can try to make it. Squeeze us in between your lecture class and your lab class. 5-10 minutes here and there, it makes a difference.
Just show up. Yeah. Just a little break from class, too. Just like, let me clear my head for a little bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes to be having snacks and food.
I know. That's one thing, too. I don't know, like, for me, like, if I don't eat for very long, I get a headache.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like, whenever there was free food on campus as a student, even especially now as a staff, too, but as a student, I was like, where's that?
I take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. So that's one thing coming up. Well, really a multitude of things. So that's just kicking off just several events that are going to be going on. We know that there's, obviously plays going on around campus. There's diversity and inclusion are doing a bunch of different things. I'm sure they're going to have several speakers. So make sure you're always checking in on that, and then we'll try to announce it as we hear about it. And like I said, it'll just be cool because we're going to be introducing some new peer mentors. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So in next episode, we're going to have them with us.
Yes. Yeah. Just want to know how everybody checking in for how like your semester is going so far. I know it just started. For me, I'm excited for the semester and it to be over as well because I'm graduating.
Yay!
So I'm pretty excited to walk the stage and to be done with the bachelor's. I'm going back to school though, y'all.
Love it.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. And just like a lot of events are coming up, if you're a graduating senior, just send out emails as well. So check your emails and stuff. Sign up for like Black Grad and like the ceremony and announcements. So yeah, they're all coming in fast, guys. I'm kind of surprised myself. So.
Yeah. I know we have EOP
Yes.
end of year, and it's looking like it's going to be. I'm not going to say it officially because I don't know if it's official, but it's looking like it's going to be in April. So
Yes,
it is
I
not
saw
going to
that.
be in May. So keep an eye out. And we know you guys are busy, but we've got another 2.5 months, and we're probably already going to be there. So, oh my gosh, it goes by too fast.
They sent the email out last week, so guys, check your email. Look out for that.
Horizon, check your horizon. Yep.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just finish the semester strong and just to be done. Just like I did it, like as a first gen student as well.
I know. We talked about that when you were
Yeah.
here with Santi, and I
Yeah.
was just like, and I remember we were like, oh, you're going to graduate next semester. Well, next semester is here.
Next semester's here, literally. Like it was literally not here. I was like, yeah, I can't wait. Now it's here, and like I started getting the emails last week about like graduation and stuff, and I was like, it's real, guys. It's real. It's here. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And this is a good omen, by the way, and I'll tell you why. Because it is 10 years after I graduated with my master's in 2014. So this is a good omen.
Really?
Yeah,
This is a good
four.
omen.
Yep, 2024. So for me, it was 2014. I also got married that year. So that
What?
was, yeah. And
This
my favorite
is-
baseball team won a championship that year. So
Okay,
it's,
hold
you
on.
know,
This
it's
is a
like
good
lot of stuff.
omen.
It's a good
For
omen.
real, yeah.
It's 10 years. I can't believe it's 10 years. So it means it's, which, hey, I better get ahead of it because my 10-year wedding anniversary, I got some
yeah.
time. It's in August.
You got time? No, you don't got time. You got to plan. By the time you blink, it's August.
This is true, especially when you have the little one at home.
Yes. Time is going by
Oh
fast.
my gosh, it really is. And you know what I love? I love hearing from my sophomores, my juniors that are basically like, gosh, you weren't kidding. When I was a freshman, you said it would go by fast. I can't believe I'm already a sophomore or junior. Whatever. I'm like, yeah, I told you. You will blink, and it's just college goes by so much faster. The 4 years feels like it goes way faster than high school. And some of that is just like as you get older, I'm sorry to say, you guys, it's going to go by way faster. It's just you're on a runaway train, like I say, and you just need to hold on for dear life. That's what adult life is. So that's why we do things like this, because we want to create moments that we can remember, and we can create some great content for you guys. But yeah, that's something to me that it's just incredible to kind of hear the perspectives now change, and so in just a few years it's just completely different, and then just be so grounded, and the wisdom that our students gain in just a few years, I'm just like, whoa, I'm blown away. And then of course you get to share your wisdom.
Yeah, I agree with Will. Time do go by fast as you get older. Cause I'm still young, but like even I'm like, oh my God, I'm already 24. Like, oh my God, I'll be 25 this year. Like, I just turned 24 last year. Now I'm going to be 25 this year. Like, so to me, it's just like time really did go by fast. Even like when you think about it, like, oh, just 21. Even your parents be saying it too. Like, I just had a baby and now she's grown. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
So
I know, please don't though. Please don't. She's still only about to be one.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I got to give you the real.
But she, speaking of time flying, like just her development, just as this is the family hour, everybody.
Yes.
The baby hour. As a family aside, like it's just almost every week she changes, and like she just keeps growing and changing. And I'm just like, my gosh, that's incredible.
I know.
That's incredible.
Just seeing the baby grow is interesting. I used to see my
I'll
little
bring her. I'll
siblings
bring her
growing.
around. I'll bring her around. She'll be around here at some point. But it's just with our schedules, it is tough, and especially the first year of life. Like for those who aren't parents yet and will be someday, like just feeding your baby and things of that nature, it gets complex. Everybody, not to mention nap schedules. But I digress. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and she's keeping me young too because. It's just you gotta always like be running around like she's
busy.
Yeah, she's on the
Give you a
move.
workout.
She's
Give you
on
the workout.
move, yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's again, I'm so excited for this semester. And we're gonna get into so much good stuff, good content. And as I shared earlier, we will be polling you guys at some point to try to get you to tell us what you want us to talk about.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I have. Today was just a free-flowing, just check-in.
Just regular conversation, seeing how like everything is going, you know?
Yeah, we miss you guys. You know, it's been too long. And so I definitely wanted to record today. And again, we'll keep putting that content out on our Instagram page. So it'll be CSUEBEOP at CSUEBEOP. So keep checking that out. Any other final announcements you have?
Last final announcement I'd say is
Or
just-
shout outs? We could do shout outs.
I say check in. I say just check in with your counselors and stuff, or anyone. Just see how your mental state is going and how everything is going, and how you
Definitely.
you know how you feel to take on this semester. So
Definitely. And if I can, I will bring back guests that I've had in the past. So I've had Mr. LaRon McCoy here. I've had Dahlia Case. So all those are amazing episodes with LD. So just fantastic alumni turned staff.
Yes.
Actually, except for Dahlia, but the other two are alums of EOP, and they became amazing staff and are doing great things. So we will have some return people, and who knows, I may even get Dr. Martinez on here. That would be
please do. Let's drag him on here.
Out of his busy schedule, I know. I know he loves doing this kind of stuff. So again, it's going to be a lot of fun, everybody. So keep tuning in, and with that, we'll see you later. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.